There is now just one outstanding race that has not yet been called in the midterm elections. Democrat T.J. Cox is leading Republican Congressman David Valadao in the race for California's 21st congressional district. If the Democrat wins that House race and knocks off the incumbent Republican, that would bring the Democratic pickups to a total of 40 in the House of Representatives. Jason Johnson, politics editor at TheRoot.com, joins us now. He's an MSNBC contributor. And Elise Jordan is the co-host of the Words Matter podcast. She's also an MSNBC political analyst. And Elise, I want to go first to Mississippi tonight. You are from Mississippi. I want to get your reaction to that Senate race and what we saw there.
I think what Mike Espy did, pretty much unaided by the National Democratic Party establishment, is pretty incredible and impressive. And he has shown that Democrats should compete in the state and that they have a chance in Mississippi. He was up against an incredibly weak candidate. Donald Trump pulled her over the finish line. And you look at where Mike Espy did make inroads in places like DeSoto County, a suburb of Memphis, Tennessee, a more educated population. It mirrors the national pattern of educated professionals moving away from the Republican Party, even in Mississippi. But then you look at other more rural areas of Mississippi, and Cindy Hyde-Smith managed to even outperform, say, Mitt Romney, and was at a very Trump level of support. So Donald Trump is as strong as ever in the rural places of our country, and in the suburbs, even in a place like Mississippi, so red, his support is slipping.
And Jason, one of the big lessons out of the South this election season is the Republicans now, for the first time in many, many decades, have to spend serious money trying to hold on to seats in places like Mississippi, Alabama, where they lost a Senate seat, Georgia. The idea in the Republican Party was, well, we're never going to have to spend money in any of those states, so we can devote all our resources to more swing states where a Senate seat can go one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, the lesson that I'm glad the Democrats finally figured out this year is you should compete everywhere, and there should be no more gimme states, right? There should be a 50-state strategy. Everywhere you go, put up a good candidate. It doesn't matter if it's Georgia. It doesn't matter if it's Florida. It doesn't matter if it's Alabama or Mississippi, because you never know when there's an opportunity for you to actually make some inroads. And here's, I think, what's really key. Even as we look at Mississippi, yes, Mike Espy is likely to lose. It's the down-ballot races that also matter. There are African-American men and women running for important judicial positions at the state level, district appeals courts and local magistrate courts, and they are being propelled forward because of the work of Mike Espy, just like we saw in Georgia, where Stacey Abrams' efforts ended up helping Lucy McBath. So the Democrats need to learn a lesson. The South should not be forgotten about. Mississippi should not be forgotten about. There will be some victories tonight, even if it's not the top of the ticket in Mississippi.
And at least Mike Espy, when he was a member of Congress from Mississippi, he was serving in a Democratic majority. We're going to see another Democratic majority standing there now, basically as, first of all, a complete roadblock to everything with the word Trump on it.
And so Donald Trump is going to not have such a fun time dealing with the House when it comes to the new session of Congress starting up. It's going to be a different ballgame for him, and he's going to have a check on himself for the first time in his lifetime. You look at all of the corruption of this administration, and I truly hope that there is going to be some oversight and some check on Donald Trump's excesses and his flagrant flouting of the rule of law.
And Jason, it seems that even Donald Trump realizes that the midterms have ended the whole charade, including his biggest charade about Mexico paying for a wall. He's now saying in an interview to the Washington Post that he realizes Democrats in Congress are going to have to vote to pay for his wall. So he's gone from demanding that Mexico pay for it to now requesting politely that Democrats in the House of Representatives pay for his wall, which I think we can all bet is not going to happen.
Yeah, not likely. Well, look, Lawrence, remember, Trump did get his wall. It just happens to be a blue wall of Democrats in the House, and they're not going to let him pass anything. That's what he's really looking at right now. I think what's key, whether it's the wall, whether it's future immigration plans, or even immigration, the president can't negotiate with people who he spent the last 2 years insulting and diminishing.
Elise Jordan, Jason Johnson, thank you both for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it.